Welcome to Y'all Gaming, the only show on the internet that asks, "Are y'all gaming?" Okay, I got it. I accidentally went live on my own channel. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
My fault.
That's a mix for sure.
That's a mistake. But hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Coney. That's TK. We got a bit of a shorter one for you today, but we still got to talk about some stuff that we've been playing. TK, how are you doing?
Great. Just got to finish playing some Unite. Second season's out. People are still bad. Greeting. I feel like I'm definitely done playing today until Greeting gets nerfed. That character is literally everything. Like, he's a tank that does good damage, that sustains forever, that's fast. So if you need to leave, you can just dip. It's a lot. I don't know why who thought that was okay, but that character's apparently getting nerfed tomorrow. So
what did they change for season 2? Because I haven't played it since. Oh God.
New hit masters. Yeah.
Well, I can't even remember who the last Pokemon I saw. Whoever the first one was. Was it
Gardevoir?
No, maybe it was the one that makes the balls. Was that Gardevoir? The one that makes like the circles below the feet.
The ones that crash down on you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Gardevoir.
Okay, yeah.
So there's Blastoise now, there's Greedent, there's Sylveon, there's Mamoswine. There's a bunch of characters they've been adding. Yeah, and they're apparently they're adding Decidueye, that like bow and arrow bird. Mm-hmm. So that sounds cool. I mean, I didn't think Decidueye was that popular, but no, I mean, people really like that character, especially since for Pokken. No, other than that, nothing really changed. They've fixed some of the stuff that needed to be fixed as far as like in the earlier versions, if you got Dreadnought before like Zapdos, you would deal reduced damage to Zapdos. That was dumb. And
that was weird.
I think that was a glitch.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, they took that out. And other than that, like, it's just been Pokemon balances. I mean, I don't think they're going to change anything else. I do think that would have been cool if they like cycled the birds. So like it'd be like Articuno now, and then but like he gives you different properties or something like that. Like opponents to freeze for 5 seconds or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. I thought they would do something different, but I guess not. Okay. I can't believe they added all that content, though. I thought they were just going to let it sit for a little while, but good on them, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you have so much to pull from Pokemon, so, like, you know, like, if you're going to do a MOBA, there's, like, endless possibilities. I mean, like, even if you're just going off of, like, I don't know, classes, you know, so, like, obviously, you know, if you put in Blastoise in the game, then World Turtle and Squirtle are in the game. But like, you know, so I feel like even with that, like they still have a lot to pull from. So it's interesting to see what they decide to do in the future. But yeah,
a lot of different. I mean, you've got 900 Pokemon now. It's insane, and I don't even know if they would have some activations with the new games coming out, because I know that like Diamond and Pearl are soon, but. That's neither here nor there, and that's not our topics for today. The first topic for today is a game that I didn't even realize came out. I was actually really excited for it, because I like a series that it's tangentially related to. But Riders Republic came out. This sort of had a trailer at an E3, and it actually made me a little interested, because it looked kind of SSX-like, which I liked a lot. But then it came out and it was $60, so I was like, no thanks. But you've been playing it. Is it any good?
Wait a minute, man. You didn't check Keymailer? I feel like you could have got a key for that, bro.
Well, Keymailer didn't have anything for me from Ubisoft. They got nothing for me.
You might need to...
I think I need a contact or something.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably hook you up with a contact, because, like, you definitely... Like, I'm sure they would like to, you know, you have the numbers for it, so...
I would have been there, but... They blew it.
Yeah. All right. Well, the game is dope. I don't know if you remember Steep, but it's like that, but like way better.
Yeah, I do.
My biggest issue with Steep, or not Steep, with Steep 2 basically, is that the NPCs, they talk too much, and they're like, whoever wrote the script seems like they're just trying to appeal to the audience without actually knowing what any of this stuff means.
Sure. Yeah.
So like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Like when they're just,
absolutely.
You know, they're. You know, wow, dude, that was sick nasty. Like, what? We don't even say that anymore. Like, what are you talking about? Like, just stuff like that, man. Or, you know, new age stuff. Like, like basically they just went onto TikTok and was like, oh, this seems to be popular. Let's put this in the game.
Everybody's just so cool.
Yeah, so everybody's just so cool, but like necessarily not, because it just doesn't. It feels weird to be hearing this language every now and then.
Yeah.
When it doesn't seem necessary. So outside of that, the gameplay is great. There's racing. I've been doing a lot of the aerial stuff. So like you have wingsuits, and you have the squirrel. Well, you have the wingsuits and you have like jetpacks. And the jetpacks one or the wingsuits one is cool because like basically your mission is to fly as close to the ground as possible to get like a bunch of extra points.
That's
which leads
neat.
for but it leads for a lot of like funny moments when you're like crashing into mountains.
Sure, yeah.
Trying to get like go through like a circle in the mountain or something like that. My least favorite part of the game is definitely the biking, and I don't think it's anything wrong with the biking in itself. I just don't really care for biking. Like that's just not really anything that I'm like interested in. But there's still some cool stuff that you can do with that. Like they have what do they have? They have like, you know how Trials is, where you have to like do all these. You're basically platforming on your bike,
right?
Well, they have that in the game too, where there's like trials in the game, and they're really hard.
Okay.
So like, there's definitely a challenge for people who do want to play that. Currently, the snowboarding's pretty cool, but it does take some getting used to for the buttons wise, because it's not like one trig button. Basically, your face buttons are how you turn, like, and then your
that's weird.
Your triggers are basically tricks in how you're holding the stick. So if you want to do like a 360 or like a 720 right, then you hold the circle button. Yeah, but then you can use your the combinations of the triggers and your control stick to do different tricks. And that's kind of throwing me off because usually I'm used to holding a direction with the control stick and then hitting buttons.
Yeah.
And whatever. But it's not bad. It definitely works. It's actually probably the better way to do it. I just got to get used to it.
Yeah, that sounds really bizarre.
Yeah. Like on paper, it sounds weird, but like in practice, I'm like, okay, so basically the face buttons are all jump buttons, and but basically, like, depending on what you're doing and how you're holding is where you're gonna go. So like if you want to start charging for like a 360, you know what I'm saying, to the right, then you're gonna hold. You can either hold circle and then just let go circle and then hold it again, or you can hold square and then grabs and then hit circle after, because you're spinning that way, and then vice versa. So it definitely makes sense. I'm still hitting X a lot to jump because that just makes sense to me. But like as I get closer and more playing it, I'm definitely getting more used to the idea of holding the opposite button of where I'm about to flip. So
what is it? We're talking like biking.
It's biking,
snowboarding,
skiing, wingsuits, and jetpacks.
Jetpack. That's so funny.
Well, which is basically, it's another wingsuit, but it's like the automatic wingsuit. And then you have like other stuff to get around the map easier. I mean, you can fast travel to a lot of it, but if you just want to like ride around, they give you a snowmobile, they give you a rocket bike, and you can walk. And there's something else that they give you, but Jesus but basically, Christ. Like once you get the wingsuit, you just wingsuit or the jetpack, you just jetpack everywhere. Like there's no reason not to.
Is there fast travel? Like you get around travel. Or okay, I was gonna say that's way better then, because I've been playing Forza over the past few days, and it has the same problem. I don't know why this is such a racing game problem. But, like, the game takes place in Mexico, and the characters can't wait to let you know it. Like, all the characters are just like, hola, amigo! We're gonna go down this...
What? You said for Far Cry?
No, Forza.
Forza, okay.
Forza. Yeah. It's in Mexico, and everybody's like, hola, amigo! We're going to go down this hill muy rapido. Comprende? Arriba! And I'm like, okay, man, I get it. It's a little ham-fisted. And the whole, the third mission is a guy that's like, Mexican wrestling is key to Mexican culture. It's like, I know. It's like a boardroom of people that came up with, like, the idea of what Mexican culture is and, like, how to get it expressed, and it's just Spanish everywhere. So, like, I'm sad that, like, all racing games seem to have that. I think the Need for Speed games had that too, where it's like, okay, you need to be a cool character, and it had all these, like, first-person scenes with people talking to you like you're Dom from Fast and the Furious.
Oh yeah.
It's
and
weird.
especially for like the underground. So it's like it's supposed to be cooler. So like all the NPCs were like, "Yeah, what's up, player? Like we about to do this thing for real. Like, bro, like
just treat me like a person. Like I'm not trying to. But then I always think about like the common person who plays that game and is like, "Oh hell yeah, I am a player. That's me. He's talking to me. I'm cool." I mean, people have
me
to
and
like
my 350Z. Like, what's good? No,
People
I'm telling
have
you,
to
man.
enjoy it.
I've seen nothing but complaint. If you like look up, hold on, let me just type this in real quick. Writers Republic NPCs. There was a lot of. It says Writers Republic makes a fun game almost unplayable. Features some of the truly awful dialogue from NPCs that make a very fun gaming experience almost unbearable to play.
Yeah, it's
So I mean, it's real, bro. Like, I think I'm not sure how much you can turn of it off, but like, yes, like right from the beginning, it was just like, all right, like we don't speak like this. Like this is not real. So I don't know.
That's weird. I don't know why it's all racing games for some reason, but I'm glad that Riders Republic is good. I don't know. I feel like it still looks very bland, which is like probably why I'm not going to get into it.
I mean, for $60, I probably wouldn't do it either. But
no,
the sales hit, bro, and people will still be playing that game. And even if they're not, like I'll play with you. That game is fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it a shot probably down the line. $60 is a lot for like, because the way that I play racing games, I actually just finished playing Hot Wheels too. I've been playing it a lot off stream, and like, it's just like a mindless, like if I'm doing something else, or like if I'm waiting or something, I'll just pop in a few races or something, and it's like checking things off a list. It's very mindless, and that's sort of how I would buy it. But if it's not interesting enough to keep me, I don't know. Maybe you're not. We'll see. But Riders Republic, wait for a sale, you would say? I mean, if you're not getting it for free.
Yeah, unless you're like really, really, really into like snowboarding, like, or like, extreme sports, then yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth the $60 as far as like the content you get.
Sure.
I just think that like, if you're like on the fence about it, I probably wouldn't get it myself. Like I just, you're not one of those games. It's like game of the year type deal. But like if you really like some snowboarding, some downhill racing action, yeah, go ahead and get that game.
How much of it is central? Like how much is the open world multiplayer, playing with other people, like central to the game? Because if the game doesn't survive or people don't keep playing it, does that sort of cripple it? Or
I don't know, actually. I don't think I've actually raced anybody yet. I think I've been mostly just, going through because I mean, I've only played like 3-4 hours of it. So,
sure.
And a lot of those were me just kind of exploring. So it wasn't like, racing all day. I took the wingsuit all the way to the top to see how long or how far, it goes up before like they're like no, sure. And it's pretty high up there. It took me like a good 3-4 minutes to get to the top. So the other funny thing is that like, so I was trying to do this thing where you're like riding the wingsuit and then you swap off the wingsuit into whatever other vehicle you needed at the time. So if I was like in the snowy area, I was like use the wingsuit, get the super boost, and then swap off and try to get on the snowboard. Every time I did that, I crashed, regardless of how good the landing was. But if you like get off the wingsuit into just your feet, like you will land perfectly. And that is the funniest shit to me. Like, you're like,
that's
you're
weird.
You're like a superhuman. You're just like, all right, yeah, cool. No, it's not. I just came down from 8,000 feet into the sky and just landed on my feet. Like, okay.
Wait, so you could just quick swap what you're riding? Like,
yeah, because
that's bizarre.
Yeah. No, it's pretty cool. Like, I mean,
like, it's cool, but like, that's weird.
But yeah, it's basically your the stuff that you have is on like an inventory wheel. So you just
gotcha. Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, you just pick what you need at the time. So it's pretty cool.
Man, okay.
So, but yeah, no. Overall, I think that I'm gonna give that game a could have been an 8 out of 10 if it wasn't for the NPCs. So now I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. Okay. They really are ruining.
It's that bad.
The experience. It's really that bad, bro. Like just. I need you guys to never speak to me again.
Are they skippable? Like, can you skip the cutscenes and stuff?
Because sometimes you're just riding around, like someone will call you on the phone.
Gotcha.
And so
you have to turn on voices.
We're about to hit the mean slopes. Yeah. You coming through, my guy? All right, like. Shut up.
Imagine being the person that read that like in a studio, and you got to tell Ubisoft like, "Oh my God, this is just how I talk. Thank you so much." And then you're just, what am I doing? Man. I asked that because I'm playing Forza and none of the scenes are skippable. So I just have this guy speaking. Yeah, he's just speaking Spanish at me aggressively, calling me his amigo, telling me how we totally have to hit up this bitchin' new track. And I'm like, all right, dude, fine. Like, I'm just mashing the X button, hoping to be done, but whatever. So Riders Republic, maybe hold off or maybe get it now if you're into it, but. Different game.
Definitely a get the game if you like that game. But if you're on the fence, then just save your money.
Sure.
Like for something that you're really into.
So the other game we're talking about is Mario Party, which we didn't really cover, I don't think.
I played it. You played it too, didn't you?
I just mean we haven't talked about it here.
Oh, no. We haven't
discussed it yet.
I honestly legitimately forgot about it until it released.
Dude, it's good as hell.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. There's definitely a couple of mini games that I'm like missing, like, but they're like not like crucial, pivotal mini games like in Mario Party 3 there was a like a water race mini game where you just kind of went in a circle, but like it was like you were on jet skis. I really liked that one a lot, but it didn't come back, and I'm not going to be like, wow, this game sucks now, because like it wasn't really that interesting. I just liked the game. But there's a lot of the classics. You got Bumper Balls, you got the jump rope one, you got that the one where the Bowser, like you have to guess, on the pumps with Bowser.
Oh, I hate that
the
one.
Bowser bomb thing. I hate that one too. I feel like whoever's in fourth, it just loses.
Right. I hate the honeycomb one too, because the honeycomb one is like you can't. It's literally random. It just goes down to the last two people. Like you can just lose. If you're fourth, then you might be screwed. But I hate that game. That's like my least favorite game, and I can't believe it's back.
I think one of my favorites, which is like not for the actual game, but because like no one ever seems to win it, is the Chain Chomp one.
Oh, red light, green light? Yeah.
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 That one's always funny, bro.
It's bad, especially online, because there is a bit of lag. So like you try to stop moving, and your character has this whole animation where they put their head back in. What's funny is that like the online's not terrible. It's not great. It's not like pristine, but it's actually pretty good. Which is
I don't feel like I'm getting like eaten up by like super late inputs or anything like that. So that's good. But there were some really bad people. The first time I played on stream, it was the first game that we played was the one where you have to like keep doing like these. It's a 2v2 game. You have to keep doing these tasks together. So like the first person runs to the wall, and then the other person has to pump it on the other side to open the wall.
Oh, I love those. And then I love that one.
Yeah, I like that one a lot. But at the end, you have to like pump up a Bowser balloon, and my dude just did not read the instructions or something because we were like in the lead by a shit ton, and he just was like not hitting the buttons are on the screen. He just wasn't doing it, so he lost. And I was like, man,
oh man.
I think the thing that really took that one home was that he was a Waluigi player. So
what's crazy?
I don't believe in them,
dude. Apparently, he might not have been. The way Nintendo does it is, you could be a random person in somebody else's lobby. Because I was streaming and somebody joined my game and they're like, hey, in my game, you're Rosalina. And I was not Rosalina. I picked Birdo. And I was like, what? Okay. So apparently Nintendo will randomize your character in other people's lobbies, which is the most insane thing I've ever heard. Like,
that sucks.
Yeah, because in my game, he was Donkey Kong, but in his game, he was Wario. I have no idea how that happened. And it's like such a small thing, but...
Yeah, why would you do that? Like,
apparently, somebody has theorized, and I don't know if this is true, it's so you can't have two of the same character. Because they're just trying to get you a match. They don't care who it's with. So
but like...
They don't want two people to load in as Wario.
Well, then does that mean that one of the people was Wario, so they just randomly gave him something, and so someone actually does have their character?
No, it just randomizes all of them no matter what. As far as I know.
That's okay.
I don't get it.
Well,
I don't get it because I picked Birdo, and Birdo's not picked. Birdo's very uncommon, but...
that's true.
But I never get Birdo, so... I don't know why they don't... I would rather have people... I wish that was a mini game in and of itself where like all the characters come up and you have to pick yours. before anybody else does. But I guess Nintendo doesn't want kids to feel bad. You know,
that was the way to do it in what is that, Mario Kart? So like 64, I think there was like 8 characters in that game. So basically, whoever was player 4 was already on Toad or Peach or whoever's over there. So it's like, all right, well,
just mash A.
Yeah, I was like, I definitely do not want like what port do you want? Oh, I want 4. Like most people will use like first player, not in Mario Kart. No, I want number 4.
No, I'm not playing Mario. I would love that, but good. I guess they don't. Imagine if like you had to get somebody in your game that wasn't playing the character you picked, so you have like a 30-minute wait because, Donkey Kong is really popular. Yeah, Selif in the chat said the same thing. Like, you're just stuck in this lobby just waiting to play.
Yeah, it's something, and it does work. I mean, it's just like, I just wasn't expecting that, I guess.
I've seen some funny mods, too. You can add, like, Rayman, Parappa. I've seen mods with, like, a bunch of different characters in it. It's very funny. I think I've seen Kermit, so, yeah.
Not the Kermit.
It's very fun.
All right, well, yeah, I mean, I think in general, like, it's a good time for the game. I mean, I think Mario Party is always nice, and I think this one is definitely, like, welcome because of the fact that, like, we had, we had that other Mario Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, this was a good idea, but for some reason they did not make it online. And it was like, dude, these are like, there's some games that I feel like would just thrive on Nintendo if you put them online. And then, but Nintendo sometimes is just like, nah, I'm good. We don't want to do that.
Yeah, so, I don't get it. I'm just glad that they finally did it with this game and it's actually decent with that. I need to play it more. I've been wanting to play it more. I might play it tonight. I really love the other things too, like survival mode.
Who are you gonna play with? Are you just gonna like hop in randomly?
I was just gonna do random, but I'm down to play with you if you want to play. We got to find 2 more.
Depends on what time you play. Well, can we not just jump into a random lobby with, or it has to be like?
Can you do that?
Like you, I don't know. People.
That would be really funny if we just 2v2.
Yeah. Can we do that? Is that possible? Can we like start, a match and then just grab 2 randoms?
I figured it would have to either be a full lobby of 4 or total randoms, but maybe not. Maybe you can.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Because like if we kept getting all the team games, yeah.
But that would be very funny. Well,
if you're talking about that, goddamn, that's my phone. That's what it just. That's just the name. That's just my text tone or my notification tone because I'm getting food. Yeah. Drake said goddamn once, and I was like, I'm keeping that.
Yeah, he's had that for like since PM, like 2014. It's been a long time.
That's not true. Before,
I think it was.
No, it was definitely since 4. But before, because I remember I used to have the Kim Possible joint. So, but then that got old really quickly.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. One last thing, which I don't know if you want to talk about, but I'll talk about it briefly. Quay asked, "Did y'all talk about Elden Ring? Do you have any interest in Elden Ring?"
Isn't that just in like the new Skyrim?
Souls.
It's the new Souls.
Yeah. It's, I mean, you're not a Souls guy, right?
Nope.
Well, I love the series, but I saw Elden Ring, and I don't know. I talked about it on my stream. If you really care, you could watch my VOD from yesterday. Or Sunday.
I don't know. I think the thing is, like, I look at Bloodborne, and I'm thinking, like, that game looks pretty nice. But, like, I just don't really want to commit the time to learning it.
It's very fun. Like, the way that it works is you're going to hate it at first, and then something clicks. And it's like, oh, fuck, I love this. I stopped playing it, like, 3 times in a row. So, it's very good. But it does take a while to stick. But Elden Ring looks like fucking Dark Souls 4. And I'm kind of upset about that because it looks exactly the same. It has the same sounds, has the same animations, and a lot of people are like, well, why fix what isn't broken? It's fine to be the same thing. But it doesn't...
It's not about even fixing it. It's just like keeping up with the times. Like if this game still sounds like... Yeah. Like if this game still sounds like fucking like... It came out in like 2015. It could still be good, but like, can we like, update the sounds? Can we update the graphics? Something,
What's weird is that it in Bloodborne and Sekiro, like Sekiro in particular, was very different. Sekiro it had different sounds. It had a totally different aesthetic, and it was very cool because it was like you took the foundation that Souls put together, and you just put a different coat of paint on it. It doesn't even have to be that much. It just has to be new sounds or like a different UI or something. But Elden Ring has none of that. It's like they went backwards. And I don't know. I'm a little sad, but it's obviously I'll still love the game. I already pre-ordered it. I'm still gonna play it. And I'm still gonna like it. It's just early impressions made me go like, ugh, it looks exactly the same. But we'll see. I don't know.
Raga's pretty much. Well, I'm pretty much with him. Raga Missile. He says, I get my ass beat until it clicks mental into Monster Hunter, which is like basically the same thing. Like,
I feel that.
Yeah, that's where I want to like learn my boss battles. Like, all right, once I can start destroying whatever, fucking Fatalis or Teostra or whatever, then like great. Like, because the first time I probably played them, I probably got slapped. But
sure.
then like I spent all the time learning how to like learning the patterns and whatnot. That's my pattern recognition game. So
it's probably the same. Like, I never wanted to get into League or any game other than League because I spent all my time on League, and it's like, why would I learn another MOBA? It's probably the same thing where it's like Monster Hunter is such a grind fest. And it's like the same style of game in that way, so why would you ever do that? That makes sense. Somebody,
I mean, technically, like I feel like the boss battles are I can somewhat see it. Like, I mean, because I was gonna say the boss battles in Monster Hunter are definitely. I mean, like you're always fighting things that are like much bigger than you, but later on in Dark Souls you do the same thing. So like, there may be like a humanoid boss battle that you have to do, but then also you'll fight that flying butterfly or like a big dragon or something. So. Yeah,
there's a good mix. Metalcore Wolf said the spells look new, which is true. I didn't want to talk about that because I've never done a spell build in Souls. I'm very like I don't even do. Yeah, I play one way in all the Souls games, and it's very boring. But that's how I do it. I'm just a broadsword guy. But if the spells do look different, they did look cool. But I didn't know if it was just like based on the other games. I like the axe that makes the skeletons or whatever. But it's we'll see. I am optimistic. I do like that series, and I think it will be good, regardless.
Well, I'll definitely watch somebody else play it just to see. Like,
sure.
I don't know if I'm not gonna be the one to play it, but I mean, if people are that hyped about it, then there's got to be something good. So I'll watch somebody else play it at some point in time. But
sure.
With that being said, I mean that's gonna be it for the show. Coney has to go do some stuff. I'm gonna go back to streaming. I'm actually currently watching Trading Spouses.
Oh, really?
That show was actually hilarious, bro. But we're gonna do that. I gotta also we're gonna test out and see what the Epic Games launcher does for League of Legends, because now you can actually get League from Epic. I didn't know that. So I just reinstalled my I just installed a 2 terabyte SSD in place of my 250 one, or 250 gigabytes. So I had to take all my games off, and then I'm gonna put them back on. But I'm like, what's the difference? Like, are you still gonna make me open the League client, or am I like hopping straight into the game now?
Yeah, I have no idea.
So time to find out, man. If you guys want to see that, definitely come back to the TKbreezy stream. But until then, man, thank you guys for watching. This will be up on Spotify as a podcast, and as well as you can watch the YouTube video. It's always been a great, it's always been a great time to listen to this, just like on the road or whatever. I even go back and listen to this on my own, like of us just speaking, But sure. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching. Got any final words? Yeah,
go watch TK now. I'm gonna be back on tonight. I think I'm gonna be playing Mario Party. If we can get 2 other people for tonight, we should.
All right. Yeah. No, I mean, I'm just, let me know.
Okay, yeah. Let's try to. We'll see what we can do, because I would love to. If not, I guess I'm rolling. I want to try survival mode, because I love survival mode. If it wasn't so slow.
What is that? What do you do?
It's basically it's mini games, and you just keep going until you lose, and you build up streaks. So it's like, it's kind of cool, but at the same time, they're always random people. So sometimes you just run into somebody with an awful connection, and then it's like, you play the jump rope game, and it's impossible to win because it just cuts out. It's very silly. But the loading times in survival, yeah, exactly. Because there's a lot of different pieces to it, because you have to go into the thing, and then everybody picks the game, and then the game loads up, and then you play the game, and then you come out, and it's a big mess. But anyway, I'll be playing that tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. That's going to do it for Y'all Gaming. We'll see you next week. Good night and goodbye.